Welcome all. So now let's see few examples. So given that V of t equal to 10 cos 100 t plus 30 degree and I of t equal to 2 cos 100 t minus 30 degree, we have to calculate instantaneous power and average power. So here theta V is 30 degree and theta I is minus 30 degree. We know that instantaneous power is V of t into I of t. So just substitute the value of V of t, substitute the value of I of t, then use cos A cos B formula. So 1 by 2 cos A minus B plus 1 by 2 cos A plus B. So 20 by 2 cos A minus B. So 100 t cancel out. Theta B minus theta I plus 20 by 2 cos of A plus B. So 100t plus 100t 200t plus theta B plus theta I. Just put the value of theta B and theta I here. So 30 minus minus 30 becomes 30 minus 30 becomes 60 degree. And 30 plus minus 30 cancel out. So it will be only 200t. And cos 60 is 1 by 2. So 10 into 1 by 2 means 5 plus 10 cos 200t. So this is nothing but instantaneous power. Okay, next we will find out average power. Formula is 1 by 2 Vm Im cos of theta V minus theta I. What is the value of Vm? Vm is over here 10. What is value of Im? Im is 2. And theta V is 30 degree, theta I is minus 30 degree. So just substitute in the average power formula. So 1 by 2 10 into 2 cos of 30 minus minus 30. So that becomes cos 60. Cos 60 is 1 by 2. So answer comes out as 5 watt. So average power is 5 watt. Anyway, the first term is nothing but average power. In instantaneous power, the first term is nothing but the average power. Now let's see one more example. Find average power supplied by source and the average power absorbed by resistor and capacitor for the circuit shown in figure. So what is the average power absorbed by capacitor? Always zero. Average power absorbed by capacitor is always zero. Average power absorbed by inductor, capacitor are always zero. Okay. So let's start. So one source is given, one ohm resistor is given, and one capacitor is given. Current from the source is I of t. Same current will flow in this resistor and same current will flow in this capacitor also. So if I apply one KVL equation in this loop, so V of t minus I of t into 1 minus I of t into minus j1 equal to 0. So minus minus becomes plus here. So I of t is V of t upon 1 minus j. Convert this into phasor form. V of t is 5 angle 15 degree divided by what is the magnitude of 1 minus j? Root 2. Angle of 1 minus j is minus 45 degree. You can get the values in calculator. So I of t is 5 by root 2. And whenever this minus 45 will go in the numerator, it becomes plus 45. So 15 degree plus 45 degree, that means 60 degree. So I of t is 5 by root 2 angle 60 degree. So I know the current from the source, I know the voltage of the source, I can get the power supplied by the source. So current angle is 60 degree and voltage angle is 50 degree. So theta V is 15 degree, theta I is 60 degree. Average power formula 1 by 2 Vm Im cos of theta V minus theta I. Very standard formula. By this time you must have remembered the formula of average power. 1 by 2 Vm Im cos of theta V minus theta I. Just substitute the value. So this is Vm, this is theta V, this is Im, 5 by root 2 is Im, and this is theta I. So just put the values. So the answer comes out as 6.25 watt. So this is the power supplied by the source. Now what is the voltage across the resistor? Voltage across resistor is current into resistance. So current is 5 by root 2 60 degree and resistance is 1. So according to Ohm's law, V equal to IR. So the voltage across resistor is current into resistor, resistance is 1. So V of t is also same, 5 by root 2 angle 60 degree. 5 by root 2 angle 60 degree. So this is the voltage drop across resistor. Then average power across resistor will be given by 1 by 2 Vm of resistor, Im of resistor into cos of theta V minus theta I. Whenever resistor is there, the angle of voltage and current are in same phase. 60 minus 60 that becomes 0 degree, and cos 0 is 1. For a resistor, our simple formula becomes 1 by 2 Vm Im only. So P average equal to 1 by 2, 5 by root 2, Vm of resistor is 5 by root 2, current Im is 5 by root 2, and if you solve this, you will get the answer as 6.25 watt. So this is the average power absorbed by the resistor. So whatever power is supplied by the source, the same is the average absorbed by the resistor. So average power supplied by the source is equal to power absorbed by the resistor, because there is no other element which can absorb power. So how much, whatever power is supplied by the source, that will be absorbed by this resistor, because capacitor always absorbs zero power. So average power absorbed by capacitor is 0 watt. Okay. Alternate method is, if to find the average power across resistor, we can find the average power across resistor by one more method. So that method we will see. So we know that current equation is 5 by root 2 angle 60 degree, that is Im angle 6 theta I. So Im is 5 by root 2 and theta I is 60 degree. So RMS value that will come in the next point, but I will like to tell you what is RMS value. For sinusoidal signal, it is Im by root 2. RMS value is Im by root 2. So Im is 5 by root 2 divided by root 2, that becomes 5 by 2, that means 2.5 ampere. So I got the RMS current, resistor value is 1. So average power is IRMS square into R. So 2.5 square into 1, you will get the same answer as 6.25 watt. So this is alternate method. From Im, you find out the RMS value by using this relation, IRMS equal to Im by root 2. And then you can write the average power formula as IRMS square into R. Other form of formulas are VRMS into IRMS, other is VRMS square divided by R. We know that for whenever we have seen the DC, there are three formulas for power. Power equal to V into I, power equal to I square by R, I square into R, and power equal to V square by R. As this RMS value is the DC value, we can use the same formula, V square by R. So these are the three formulas for power. If RMS value is available, I can use this formula to calculate the power. Okay. So now let's see one more example. So calculate average power supplied or absorbed by each element for given circuit. So here is resistor, inductor and capacitor. So how much will be the power absorbed by the inductor? 0 watt. How much is the power absorbed by capacitor? 0 watt. So these two answers, by looking at the circuit, you can easily answer, because average power absorbed by resistor and capacitor is always 0. Okay. So here one current source is there. So this current is getting divided into IR of T and in this inductor capacitor combination. So by current division rule, I can get the value of IR of T. IR of T equal to opposite resistance or opposite impedance. So J20 minus J10, these two are in series. So J20 minus J10 divided by total impedance. Total impedance is J20 minus J10 plus 10 into total current. Total current is 2 angle 0 degree. So if I solve this, 20J minus 10J is 10J and 20J minus 10J is again here 10J into total current. So 10 I can take common, that will get cancelled out. So J upon 1 plus J into 2 angle 0 degree. That means 2J angle 0 degree divided by 1 plus J. What is the phasor of 1 plus J? Root 2 angle 45 degree. So 2 upon root 2 becomes root 2 and 45 will, whenever it goes in the numerator, it will get subtracted. So 90 minus 45 is 45 degree. So this is the current through resistor. So I got the current through resistor and I know the resistor value also. I can get the value of voltage across resistor also. VR of T equal to IR of T into 10 resistance value, Ohm's law. So voltage across resistor is IR of T is root 2 angle 45. So 10 into root 2 angle 45 degree. Very simple. As 10 ohm resistor and current source are in parallel, so same this VR of T will appear across this current source also. As these two are in parallel, you can see here, these two are in parallel, so same voltage will appear across this current source also. Okay. So by the voltage across current source is same as VR of t equal to 10 root 2 angle 45 degree. Then current value is given from the source is 2 angle 0 degree. So voltage is 10 angle 45 degree and current is 2 angle 0 degree. So just find out the Vm, Im and theta V, theta I, get the value of average power supplied by source. So Vm is 10 root 2, Im is 2, theta V is 45 degree, theta I is 0 degree. So just substitute in this formula. So 1 by 2 Vm Im cos of theta V minus theta I. Vm is 10 root 2, Im is 2, theta V is 45 degree, theta I is 0. Cos 45 is 1 by root 2. So root 2 get cancelled out. 10 watt is the average power supplied by the source. Now power across resistor. Power across resistor is 1 by 2 VMR into IMR cos of 0 degree, because with resistor voltage and current angles are same. Theta V equal to theta I. So that's why cos 0 is 1. So I am not writing here. I am directly using for resistor formula as average power equal to 1 by 2 Vm Im. So voltage across resistor is 10 root 2. Vm is 10 root 2. Im is root 2. Again root 2 into root 2 becomes 2. So these two get cancelled out. So average power across the resistor is 10 watt. So however, whatever is the power supplied by the source, so same average power is absorbed by the resistor, and other two elements will not absorb any power. So here the source is there. So it will supply some power. That power will be absorbed by only resistor, because power absorbed by inductor and capacitor is 0 watt. So we are getting both the answer as 10 watt, 10 watt, and average power across inductor and capacitor is 0 watt. Okay, thank you.